Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a really exciting declutter to show you guys, so if you're interested, just keep watching. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Karen Harris. I like to focus on tan girl friendly makeup videos, and I don't do a ton of decluttering on my channel, but if you guys didn't know, I'm also like 5 months pregnant, and I feel like the need to declutter has come early this year. Usually I feel like a lot of people wait until the end of the year to declutter their collections, and I just have been dying to declutter. So if you guys like to see declutters, but also a lot of eyeshadow palettes, because I do love new eyeshadow palettes here on my channel, I would highly recommend subscribing, turning on that bell, because I do post almost every day. And without further blabbering, let's get into it. Okay kids, so I'm going to show you my foundation drawer declutter and concealer. Actually, there's concealers in there too, and we made some serious progress, so I'm very excited for you guys to see my work, and I will link everything on my face in my description box. This video is already up. It is with the Clarity Cosmetics Cobra palette, which is, spoiler alert, really good. Highly recommend checking out that video if you're interested in that brand or that palette. And without further blabbering, let's get into my foundation drawer declutter. Okay, so here is my foundation drawer. All of my foundations should be in here. If they're not, it is what it is. I also have a very curious kitty cat in here. He was crying outside the door, so bear with me if he jumps into frame. He's so adorable though, so I will say he will probably provide comic relief. Anyway, I haven't gone through my foundations in a hot second. There's so many foundations I haven't touched in a while. So many that I saved from my last foundation declutter, which I think happened in 2019 around Vlogmas. So we have a lot to kind of go through. So let me start off over here. This is the Tarte foundation and concealer. It's a multitasking foundation with SPF 20. I like wearing this for very short periods of time, but I don't really love Tarte's color range, especially with my skin tone. It doesn't work. It typically looks gray on me. I honestly held on to this because of the palm print. Such a cute packaging, but I'm gonna go ahead and put this in my declutter pile. And yeah, I don't think I'm gonna hold on to these foundations this time around. Last time I decluttered, I ended up saving some of the foundations, thinking maybe I could give them another chance, but I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this. Next is one that's not going anywhere. This is the Urban Decay Stay Naked foundation. I love this foundation so much. I have it in another shade somewhere in this drawer, so I will definitely be keeping this one. And I really like how long wearing this is, and it's very comfortable as well. Okay, next is one that I've loved for a long time. This is the Fenty Beauty matte foundation. I can't remember exactly what this is called. The Pro Filter. So this is the first foundation that Fenty Beauty came out with, and it's so good. I'm so close to finishing this up, but my preferences in foundation have changed. Recently, I really like more glowy foundations, but I do like when they're long wearing. So I think I might hold on to this and try and pan it, because I didn't have a lot to begin with, so that would be nice if I could finish this up instead of just tossing it. Okay, this product purchase was influenced by one of my friends who's a makeup artist, and she does way more work on other people than I do. And I originally bought this thinking like, oh, this is gonna be great. I can use it on myself. I can use it on my friends and things like that for concealer. I haven't really gotten into this a ton, but I think I'm gonna hold on to it because it's still good, and I don't know. I don't want to get rid of it yet. Okay, this product was totally one that FOMO made me buy. I totally planned on skipping the Auric launches because I don't really need like a glowy base like this. I feel like I can achieve plenty of glow just with my foundation choices. So I kind of regret buying this. I don't use it as much as I thought, but I'm going to go hold on to it because of how expensive it was. And I have the shade Pyrite. So that is the Auric, whatever the heck this is. Okay, so the next foundation I have is this one by Pat McGrath. This might be my most expensive foundation, and I don't really love this, but I also haven't used it in a hot second, so maybe my mind will change when I try it, because there have been some things that I've tried recently that I used to love that I don't love so much, and stuff that I didn't love so much previously that I enjoy now. So I think I'm going to hold on to this and give this a shot in the summertime and see if my thoughts on this product have changed. This Dior foundation was so hyped when it first came out, which is probably why I picked it up. I did pick it up in a shade that's a little too dark for me though. This is 4.5W, and as you can see, I don't use it that much. The product looks like it's separated a bit here in the back, but I might hold on to this again and try it out now and see if it's worth holding on to. Otherwise, I think this is going to end up being decluttered. This Sephora foundation, I don't know if they make this anymore, but it is so full coverage, and I really enjoyed this for a long time. This is another one I haven't used in a hot second, so I will probably need to try this out before I decide to declutter this, just to make sure if I should keep it or not. Okay, so my dear friend Amanda from Makeup Just for Fun, she's on the ColourPop PR list, and sometimes she gets like every shade of a foundation in PR, and she was so kind and she sent me 3 shades of the Pretty Fresh foundation. I really like this foundation. It's good. I will say I don't use it enough. I might have to try this out again too, just to remind myself of what I think about this. But I'll probably just end up keeping one of the shades because I definitely don't need all of these. But I'm so thankful to Amanda for sending these my way, because that was such a nice thing for her to do. Okay, I remember saving this Catrice foundation from my last declutter and thinking maybe I'll give it another go. And I never ended up reaching for this, so I think I'm going to go ahead and declutter this. I didn't think this was that good. I know Andrea Mattiliano made me buy this because she raved and raved about this foundation, and I think I just thought it was okay. It's definitely very affordable, but not my favorite. Okay, I think the time has come for me to say goodbye to these Huda foundations. I really enjoyed this foundation when it first launched. It's very full coverage. It wasn't drying for me at the time, but I have attempted to use this in a few instances, and I really didn't enjoy the sensation of this on my skin. So I think it's time to say goodbye, and yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and declutter these Huda foundations. Okay, so this Nude Sticks foundation comes in this tin. It's like a signature thing with Nude Sticks that they do. I actually really don't dislike this foundation. I didn't know what to expect. I remember a few years ago this was so hyped amongst like Alana Davidson, Jamie Page, like those YouTubers that do the no makeup look so well. So when I got to work with Look Fantastic, I requested to try this product, and it is actually really nice. It's very dewy. It's like a medium light coverage, so I really like it. And so I'm going to go ahead and save this in my makeup collection. I am going to go ahead and declutter the tin though, because I don't really need the packaging. Okay, this Chantecaille primer was sent to me from Look Fantastic, and it's very expensive. I haven't used it since, so I should probably put this in my primer drawer and go from there. Actually, it's a hyaluronic serum. I don't know. Maybe I need to do more research. I haven't used this since that video, so I need to move this to a more appropriate spot. Okay, I really loved this Wet n Wild foundation when I first got it. This is their Dewy foundation. I haven't used this in a hot second, so I don't know. I feel like I should declutter it, but I also don't have a lot of drugstore foundation options, so I think I'm going to go ahead and keep this in my collection. This Laura Mercier foundation was such an unexpected favorite in my collection. I never thought I would enjoy a Laura Mercier foundation, but I really enjoyed this in the winter time like 2 years ago, and I really want to pan this. So I think I'm going to hold on to it and see if I can use it in the summertime. If it's too light for me, I'll probably save it and try to use it up this winter. Another foundation, I don't know if NARS makes this one anymore, but this is the Velvet Matte Skin Tint, and this is so good. This was one of those foundations I didn't love when I first got it, but there was a stint there, I think in the winter, that I really enjoyed the skin tint. So I was using it a ton, and this is another foundation I would really like to pan. This Maybelline Dream Cover foundation, I think I saved it from my last declutter as well, so I'm just gonna go ahead and declutter it. It's really not that great of a foundation to me, and I have so many foundations, I really don't need to hold on to this. I already talked about how much I love the Stay Naked foundation, so obviously I'm gonna keep this one. I haven't used Estee Lauder Double Wear in so long, but this is one of my holy grail foundations, so I'm gonna go hold on to this, but I definitely should try it to see if I still love it as much as I used to. Okay, I have another shade of the Wet n Wild Dewy foundation, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep this one as well. NARS Sheer Glow is like my all-time favorite foundation. Again, another one I haven't used in a while. I have a summer shade and a winter shade, like that's how you know I'm really committed because I have it in 2 shades, and this is the foundation I wore on my wedding day. Again, I haven't reached for this one in a hot second, so I definitely am gonna hold on to this though and try it out sometime. This is just an extra pump for double wear. I keep this in my foundation drawer so that I can put it on whenever I have an extra double wear bottle sitting around. One of my favorite concealers from, I think 2019 was when I was reading about this, or maybe it was last year. This is the Kevyn Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer. I have the shade SX11. So good. A little bit goes a long way, and it's a very creamy concealer, so excited to get that back out probably in the winter time. I wanted to try the Pure 4-in-1 because everybody raved about this foundation. I think last year or the year before that. It came in like 100 shades, but I think if you wanted to get all 100, or if you wanted to see all 100, you had to order it on the Pure website. I think I got this one on sale at Ulta, and it's okay. It was nothing life-changing, so I think I'm going to go ahead and declutter this one. Another foundation that is okay, that's not really life-changing. Honestly, some of these I just keep so I can film with them because I'm like, oh, I don't need this foundation to last all day, so let me just film with it, and then I don't really care if it's going to last or not. And I feel like this one fell in that category, but I clearly have a lot of foundations to get through, so I'm thinking I'll just go ahead and declutter this one because I'd rather use the foundations I really love, even if it's just for filming purposes. Okay, so this container is going to have more of my newer foundation purchases. This purchase is a regret, I think. This is the Fenty Beauty skin tint that launched, Easy Drops. This launched around the time of the Sephora sale, and it was getting a lot of positive reviews, so I bought it. Again, I had so many foundations that I really didn't get the time to test this out enough, and I never ended up taking it back, but I don't like this. It's very drying, and I feel like I have way more hydrating skin tints than this one, so I'm not going to declutter it because it's so new. This might end up in the just when I film category, but yeah, I kind of regret buying this one. This looks weird. What is that? I don't know. Anyway, this is the Natasha Denona Foundation Plus. I honestly picked this up because my friends rave about this foundation. I know Heather Austin and Angie. Angie's the one I think that first started using this, and this is like one of her holy grail foundations. So I wanted to try it for myself. Again, not my favorite, but I'm glad I got it on sale, and I did end up keeping it, so I will try and pan this. Now, this is a newer skin tint that I actually really enjoy. This is the one from Glowish, and it's from Huda Beauty. I really like it. It has a very glowy vibe, and it's actually like a medium coverage skin tint, so it's very interesting because I think traditionally we think skin tint means that it's going to be a lighter coverage, but this one is actually like a medium, definitely more buildable, and I really like that it comes in like a little squeezy tube too, which makes it really nice for travel. Okay, if you watch my very recent favorites video, I raved about the Kosas Skin Tint Oil. I love this so much. It's one of my favorite products, and this is just my first one. I haven't panned this yet, but you don't need a lot, so it lasts a long time. I love the packaging again. Anything that's like plastic that won't explode, so nice. So I think I might put this in my hospital bag for when baby comes because This is pretty low maintenance as far as foundation goes. Okay, obviously another favorite. Like I said, if I have it in a summer and a winter shade, you know it's a favorite of mine. So this is definitely in that category. This is the Huda Beauty Stick Foundation. I also raved about this in my last favorites video, and it's so good. I wear this one all the time. This foundation has basically made most of the other foundations in the store redundant, so yeah, they all have this one to blame. Okay, another foundation that I kind of regret buying. This one Mel Thompson raved about. I think back in the day for a Sephora sale, that's when I picked this up. Now I love a lot of Estee Lauder's foundations, so I thought I would really like this one as well. But it's not my favorite, so I think I'm going to go ahead and just let this one go because I'm never going to use this up. Okay, so another foundation that I think is okay, it's not my favorite, is the Gucci Beauty foundation. This is another very expensive foundation in my makeup collection. I have the shade 340N in case you guys have a similar skin tone to me. I like the shade and stuff. It's just not my favorite. I know some people, it's their holy grail. For me, it's just okay. Foundation's a foundation's a foundation, unless it's one of my favorites. So yeah, this one is just okay to me. If you guys haven't seen my Good Apple wear test, I would highly recommend checking it out. But this foundation actually blew me away. I really need to use this one more. I've been kind of stingy to use it because it's so hard to get a hold of. It sells out so fast, but I think I'm actually going to pull this one out and use it in the next few weeks because I haven't used it in a hot second, and yeah, I just feel like it should get some use. Okay, so this foundation from Profusion is actually a really good drugstore foundation. I really like it. It's the Feel Good Skin Long Wear Skin Perfector. I bought a few shades obviously because I wasn't sure what my shade was, but it's nice and affordable. I think I want to say this is like $5 or $6. So since I want to have some drugstore options in my collection, I'm going to go ahead and hold on to this. Okay, here's another foundation I regret buying. I bought this based on the recommendation of Annette's Makeup Corner. She really likes this Dior Forever Skin Glow foundation, and I don't know, I think I maybe bought the wrong shade. I bought 4WO. I feel like I have bad luck with Dior foundations. And another thing I've just learned with buying makeup for so long now is that if I can't do the shade match, like send it back, because otherwise I end up with things that look too dark on me. I think even though this is very expensive, it's time to let it go. Here's another foundation regret. This one I picked up because my friend Heather Austin loves this foundation and I trust her, but we kind of like different things, which I figured out now the longer we've been friends. I'm also a huge NARS fan, so I kind of go into every foundation purchase from NARS thinking I'm going to love it, and I just don't love this one. I feel like I'm going to give it one more chance just to see, with me being pregnant now, if things have changed and this will end up working for me. But I just feel like it's too full coverage, it's too thick, it didn't blend very nicely on my skin, so that was another reason I didn't enjoy it. But I think I'm going to put this with the Good Apple and see if I will reach for this. Otherwise, it's going to end up being decluttered. Okay, another foundation that I saved from the declutter was the Hourglass foundation. This one is nice. I really liked this foundation starting off, but I haven't reached for it that much, so I feel like this is one that I kept saying I'm going to use when I film, but as you can see, I have a ton of foundation to use up, so there's no reason to keep it for that. So I think I'm going to go ahead and put this in my declutter pile. Okay, so I think we're down to just my concealers. I keep my concealers and foundations together just because I feel like I don't have that many, but let's see if we can go ahead and condense this even more. So I have this one, which I've been trying to pan. This is the Born This Way concealer from Too Faced. I have the shade Warm Sand. Again, not really like my favorite concealer, but it gets the job done, and I'm pretty close to panning this, so I'm going to hold on to this and try and pan it. My other favorite concealer is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. I have two shades. I have Ginger and Caramel. I've been using Caramel recently, and I think it's a little bit of a better shade match for me. Ginger's a little bit lighter, and honestly, I keep meaning to throw Ginger away. But the stingy person in me is like, oh, just keep it, just use it, it's fine, it's not old. But it really kind of is. I should probably get rid of it. But I'm gonna keep it and just Just keep them together. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, this is the Nabla Close-Up Stay Full Smooth Concealer. I think Angie gave me this one because she got it in PR, and sometimes people get like all the shades and they can't use them all, so then I get so lucky and they send them to me. So yeah, she gave me this. Honestly, I don't really have many thoughts on this. I might have to try this again and see if I like it or not, because I can't remember. That's how long it's been since I used it. Okay, I know for sure I want to declutter this AOA Studio Liquid Concealer. I think I got this when they sent me a gift card to shop their site, and I thought maybe it was good. I didn't really like it though. I've only used it once, if I'm being honest with you guys, but I'm gonna go ahead and declutter it. It's fine. Okay. Clearly my Pat McGrath concealer has not been touched in a while, so I think I'm going to pull this one out and try it out as well. I know this is my friend Heather Austin's favorite concealer, so I feel like I need to whip this one out and try it out because I haven't used it in a while, and I have no idea how I feel about it at the moment. Okay, I bought this one because Hannah Louise Poston raves about the green corrector from Sephora, and this was on sale for like $4, so I was like, well, how could I not try it out? But as you can see, it hasn't been used, so I'm gonna go ahead and just declutter this because clearly I'm not using it. Same with this. I bought this to darken up any foundations that I had purchased that were too light. Literally couldn't tell you the last time I've used this, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this in my declutter pile. I do love the Naked Skin concealers. Clearly haven't dipped into these in a while, and apparently I bought a backup already. Must have been during a sale. I don't know where the sticker came from, so I need to put that in the trash, but I'm going to hold on to these and try and use them up. I held on to a sample of the Milk Makeup foundation stick in medium tan. I couldn't tell you if I've used this, so I'm going to go ahead and declutter it. Then we have the Dior Forever Skin Corrector. I bought this the same time as the foundation. Again, I don't really have any feelings on this, so I'm going to go ahead and pull this out and try and use it in the next couple of weeks and see if I should keep it or let it go. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect. Honestly, I can't tell you the last time I've used this, and I'm such a huge fan of Milani's foundations, and so I probably bought this to test out, and I probably did test it out, and now I have no feelings, so I'm going to go ahead and declutter this one. I'm also going to declutter the Juvia's Place concealer. I don't really like their foundation and concealer products, so I'm going to go ahead and declutter this. Okay, another one I want to declutter. This is such a good one from the drugstore, and this is from Maybelline. This is like an OG product if you guys have been watching YouTube for a long time. I can't remember who made this famous, but I know a few YouTubers I watched back in the day would rave about this. I think this is a repurchase for me, but I never use it, so it's gonna go. I've been loving this one. This is the Born to Glow NYX concealer. This one is another Angie favorite, so of course I wanted to try it out because I love Angie and I like trying out her recommendations. So I did pick this up in the shade Caramel, and I like it so far, so I'm gonna hold on to this. Another Rare Beauty product that I think is just okay. I'm glad I tried it, but I don't really love the concealer, so I'm going to go ahead and declutter. Another product, I think Angie has this and tried it, and she liked it, so I thought I'd try this. This is the Armani concealer, Power Fabric, and I don't really like this, but it's Armani and it was expensive, and I only just got it, so I'm going to keep this and try it out in the winter time. That is it. The drawer is empty. I'm going to film myself putting everything back, and then I think I might do a little bit of an inventory count because I'm a little curious, and I told you guys that I was going to do like a makeup inventory, and I've been using this app called, let me show it to you. It's called Snups. And this was recommended by my friend Alex. She has a YouTube channel. I will tag her in the description box. And it's really cool because I can make little categories of things so I know what I have. So what I'm going to do now is put everything in Snups if I don't run out of energy and give you guys a little inventory count of what's in my collection. But I love it for just keeping track of my collection, especially my single shadows. So if I'm going to place a Give Me Glow order, I can go through here and see all the Give Me Glow eyeshadows I have, which is so handy. Sorry if my phone is out of focus, but highly recommend this app if you haven't checked it out. It is called Snups. Super cool. Not sponsored. Okay guys, so I think that is it for the final look at the drawer, and then the foundation count is this amount, and then the concealer amount is this amount, and yeah, hopefully I'll be doing more declutters. I have a whole bunch of drawers to go through, and I'm excited because I want to be able to reach for my favorite things, and I can't reach for them if it's cluttered with things that I just no longer use. And I will also tell you how many foundations I decluttered right here, so you guys know how many foundations and concealers have now left my collection. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this declutter video. There's more to come. Let me know what category I should declutter next. I kind of want to sort it out by like product category, so like bronzers, blushes, and things like that. But honestly, my blushes are out of control, and I feel like I'm just gonna end up decluttering by drawer because I have a IKEA Alex desk and Alex drawers, and the drawers are out of control. I need to do a lot of sorting before the baby is born, and so I think I might end up just doing it drawer by drawer. I also kind of want to film an eyeshadow palette collection just because those are so fun, and even though it hasn't changed a ton, I've definitely added some palettes in the first half of 2021. So let me know what you'd like to see next. You know, I love chatting to you in the comment section. And yeah, I am so excited to do a makeup inventory. It's something I've never done before, and so I can't wait to see the progress over the next couple of weeks. So keep me posted on what you'd like to see. I hope you enjoyed this first installment. Thank you guys so much for hanging with me, and I will see you in my next video soon. Bye guys!